I need to recreate the end in Minecraft Hardcore. Ow. You see, I kind of deleted the entire island in my last video. Excuse me. This is my platform. Thank you very much. I'm the main character here. Thank you very much. And now comes the fun part. So every single portal that you see right here is in a perfect formation for a circle. Really cool. What's not cool is that it's roughly 96 blocks wide, according to the Minecraft wiki. And if my math is correct, a 96 diameter circle will require a lot of blocks. And then speaking of blocks, I want to use very light blocks, but not these. That's way too hard to actually get. And this may come as a shocker. I like to use white concrete a lot for my mega builds. However, I really don't feel like collecting thousands of blocks of white concrete. However, I do have a lot of end stone, like a lot. But I don't only want to use that block. There's a lot of other light colored blocks out here in the world. You know, like oak, birch, sand, sandstone, and so on. So if I gather and use a lot of these light blocks for the end transformation, it'll really stand out against the dark sky in there, and ultimately should look a lot nicer. So while I go around and collect all the resources that I need, I should probably mention what this series is for. Every single subscriber that I get for the month of November, I'll be donating 1 penny to the Sarcoma Foundation of America. There's also a fundraiser on the side of every video if you'd like to donate money to the charity as well. And for anyone who would like to donate money but also receive something in return, I'm selling a limited edition hoodie where all the proceeds of it will go to the charity as well. I think it would just be fun to show the world how strong our community is. And I hope you all enjoy the series. Okay, so I'll be right back. Let me just go collect a few blocks. So I gathered a few blocks, and I think we're all set to go. I chopped down a lot of birch because it's basically spicy white concrete, and we should be able to do a lot of good designs with this. So, yeah, this is kind of my platform, thank you. Now, since I have so much oak logs, what we might as well do is just build the entire border out of oak planks. And now we come into the issue of... am I going to be able to guess this correctly? I'm pretty positive it's a 96 diameter circle that I need to build. There's no way I would build all of this wrong and then have to spend hours redoing it. Please land. Okay. And no, okay. I can make it. Okay. And okay, sweet. First try. Okay, so it needs to be 14. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Okay, so it's longer on that side than this side, but I'm sure that won't be an issue. No, let's try it. Let's chance it. I'm down. Why not? Then we go over 5. Alrighty, and we're already having issues. Okay, let's go and find the correct circle size. Okay, so after rebuilding this about 5 times, I finally managed to get the perfect circle. Because you see, it's not 192 by 192. No. It's 193. Because that sure was fun to figure out. Man, I love building circles. Because one of the biggest issues is that they're not perfectly lined up going across. For whatever reason, one of the portals is going to be 1 block off. So roughly half of the circle is incorrect because it's not actually possible to make a perfect circle on this. It's always going to be 1 block off. And I learned that by brute forcing it. Okay, it all comes down to this. Please just be 7, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm done with the circle. Oh, after an entire day, basically the entire outline is done. So now we can get into the very fun part of actually raising up this platform, making it all walkable. Also, can't forget to make a staircase on here. Oh, that's trippy. Wow, this is actually perfectly aligned with the portal. That actually makes it a little bit easier. So since I have a lot of birch, we honestly might as well just make a lot of birch wood. And then here's a very easy way if you don't want to waste any of your blocks, is that it'll cost a lot of torches. You just do this, and then you can actually just keep placing the blocks without having to drop any, because yeah, these are a little expensive, and I really don't feel like chopping down more of a forest. Because what we could do, I mean, I don't want to touch this platform because I have a strong feeling that every single time that I come back in here, it's just going to replace the obsidian. So it's like I can't replace the obsidian with any kind of block. So what I'm thinking is that we can actually make this kind of advanced, you know? So we'll build a staircase going up. Then we can actually start building out a platform. Then we just fill it in with some sandstone so we can actually step on here. And also, I believe every single block that I'm using, Enderman cannot pick up, so we should be very safe. Plus, if I just keep putting down torches, they can't even spawn in. So the very center of this platform is luckily not too close to the circle because we are going to be building it out so we can actually have a nice walkway. And then I'm going to be building the entire ring to go all the way up to this bedrock. So that then if I ever want to go through any of these portals, I literally just walk into it. So that should leave us enough room to very luckily build a water elevator. So now we can be nice and fancy in there. Then we just make it into clear glass because we want to be nice and fancy. Now the only issue is that I don't know exactly how high I need to make this. To be honest, probably would be smarter to go and make the platform first and then make this. But when have I ever planned out anything? You know, I think it adds a lot of nice quirks, you know, if we just don't plan out anything and then we just get surprised when it works. Because I think definitely, oh man, because either the platform's gonna reach up to there, or maybe it'll go on top of the bedrock, and then if I ever want to go through a portal, I just fall into it. Oh, I hate having to plan, because then you have to think. I think we should be safe with just leaving it this high up to there. I mean, if anything, I have leftover glass, so we could easily just extend this if we need to. Now we just put you there, go boop, and we build you. Okay, perfect. Now we have that and a whole lot of kelp. And then just so I can get my water back, if we just do this, then we could just put kelp back in here and just regrow it. And then boom, it's fixed. Yay, now we have unlimited water. I wonder if there's a prettier way to build this. I mean, I could have just put a sign there and put a sign on top. However, don't worry. I know that none of us like birch, so we just go around and strip it. Oh, and that fits it so much nicer. Except this is ugly, but one thing that I've learned is don't put anything on it because now my torches are gone. So instead, I want to see, am I safe to put blocks around it? Surely it won't get rid of this. Like, of course, this has to be safe. So this should be lit up enough, so I think we're good here. Honestly, I take that back. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't want that glass. So I'll put lights there, and then we should be okay. To be honest, I don't really care to design it down here that much. Because, I mean, if we want it to be nicer, we could just go around and put some leaves. You know, you can never go wrong with that. There we go. You know, you just have to make it a little bit messy with leaves, and then it always looks good. Regardless, we're getting distracted. That's not the important part of the build. Oh boy, we need to focus on the ring. Which luckily, I believe just for this layer, we can just use sandstone. And we just want it too high, and now they go around the entire ring. And then luckily, this one is actually really hard to mess up. I think. I really don't say that with any confidence. Okay, and beautiful. We finished the first layer, and that actually wasn't really that difficult. The only issue that I'm seeing now is that some of these portals are actually going to be kind of difficult to actually build something around it, because some of them kind of go like off the circle path by about a block. But I think we should definitely keep using sandstone for this until we get to like the very top layer. But now I think what we can do, just to be safe from some of those portals, is that we go one out and then we go out another one just like that. Plus, I'll make the pathway up here a lot wider, which is what I really want. So we should be safe if we do it about that big. But, oh man, that's gonna be a lot of work to actually add in this design. This pickaxe is too good. It just breaks through everything like way too fast. Okay, that's not too difficult. I also don't think that Enderman can actually take any of these blocks. I'm pretty positive I'm actually building with blocks that they can't touch. So I'm really hoping that everything is going to be safe. And with very amazing news, the block placement that I selected actually covers all of the portals. So we're safe there. I know you were all worried about that. But now, yeah, I don't know how to rotate the design. Because you see, if I follow the same exact design, like going this way, you know, let me come into the... Actually, no, sorry. I'm just dumb. Okay. Yeah. Then it just continues on normally. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Never mind. I should probably actually test things out before talking. But then we have an issue. No, there's no issue right here. Oh, okay. Those were very difficult issues to figure out. That's why they put the smartest Minecraft player on them. And then you see, whenever I get over to the portals, it's just so easy because you don't actually have to do anything. God, I love it when I can be lazy. So now that our sideways halo ring is finally done, we now need to fill in all of this, which is gonna be a massive pain. And I was thinking of doing grass. However, I honestly think we should just do birch. And that's mainly because I have like 5 double chests of it with me. And then I would actually love to build this higher up just so it's more rounded instead of just a straight cut off edge. But I really don't want it to be equal with the portals where only the top part is remaining. So that sucks, but I think we just do it like this. We just strip it. And then we strip the second layer. And then I think we leave this as birch without stripping it. And now finally, when we go up the water elevator, wow, just solid ground. Don't need to jump anywhere. Oh boy, now I get the fun process of just putting down birch. And then just so it doesn't look like we're walking across a zebra throughout the entire place, yeah, we're gonna have to strip every single log. Why do I do this to myself? So then all the portals will just remain like this, and I think that's a lot better than only seeing the top of them. And then once we finally finish this, we can get to the real designing. Oh, hi. Wow, that's, yeah, you guys are not supposed to be up here, so yeah, goodbye. Okay, so while we're building, yeah, we're gonna be needing to put down a lot of lanterns. How to make them look good? Because I guess we just put it on all the edges. That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. As long as we just light everything up, it'll be fine. Usually lanterns always look good anyway, so I don't think we have anything to worry about. This build is so expensive. Okay, I didn't look at you, but I'll see you next fall though. Wow, and perfect. Wasn't really a bad decision to actually use all those logs. Plus, it's not really that bad of a color combo, especially since I don't have any white concrete like how I wanted to originally do for this. But that would have taken way too long, and honestly, I'm pretty good not doing that. So while I'm thinking of what else to add to this circle, the next thing I want to do is actually make the portal seem a lot more magical than what it currently is. And for that, we're going to be needing a whole lot of sandstone. And very luckily, I'm already so used to making circles. Okay, so after a lot of planning and brain power, I think I got the positioning down for this circle thing that I'm planning for this down perfectly. And now just comes the fun part of building it. But very luckily, it's nowhere near the size of that. Oh my god. Okay, almost missed it. Okay, there we go. Oh, cannot forget. Those dreamy 6-foot tall boys love to spawn. And I don't know what to do for lighting down here to actually make it not stand out so much. Probably would have been better to build this out of glowstone, but I really don't feel like AFKing at the witch farm. Like, I don't exactly have the time for it. Oh, that actually works. Okay, so I didn't complete this half of the circle. However, there's a design that I want to do with this, where this side is now basically completed. And then what I'm thinking for this side is that I bring it up all the way and a little bit over so that they're not going to be touching and it's more of like an open circle, if that makes any sense. And then we just need to thicken it and make it a little bit more like detailed, like what we did here. Here, let me show you what I mean. Okay, then we put the last one right here. So now if I show you the circle, it'll look like that. So it's almost a complete circle, but it has more of like an artsy look to it. And then once I go through and I clear out that bottom layer, it's now floating perfectly centered in everything around the portal. And now, oh boy, just to make it a lot thicker, which I think the bottom obviously has to be a lot thicker than the top because that's what everyone likes, right? So it's probably not a smart way to go about it, but I think if I just add a block on top and to the sides, then we take a super fun river ride all the way down. I think going around to the entire circle, making it this thick should make it look good. We'll also have to redo all of the lanterns. So now I do that and then fly away. That should be good because we don't want this thing to be super massive. It's just supposed to be a pretty little decoration in the center. I have some ideas for the outside to actually make this all a lot more impressive. live. Okay, and after the most confusing time in my life, the left side is completely done, and wow, who knew making something so thick was going to be very difficult? Dr. Miami, my props to you. Woo, lucky me, I get to do that all again. Woo! Oh, let's just make it thicker. What could go wrong? There's no way this would take forever. Come on, I'm sure this will be super duper easy and go so well. I hate circles. I mean, this one turned out kind of exactly like how I wanted, and it's definitely looking really good, especially when you look at it from all the way over here. I think that fits it really well, because in case you couldn't guess it already, of the design that I'm going for this entire ring is very futuristic, because already the end is very futuristic and alien, and now I think I'm actually building the end to really portray that and look very alien. However, I kind of don't really want to add anything else in here because I like how simplistic and vast everything looks, especially when I go and play like Destiny 2 or Halo. This feels very advanced civilizations, man. So if this in the center is basically like an artifact and it's like a holy piece for the aliens, and then this is just like the way that they travel around because they're very advanced, I feel like we should build some kind of guardian or guardians. And to do that, first let's get all the birch wood back, and then I'm gonna build 3 guardians, one at every single north, east, south, like kind of pole, you know? Okay, so we take the center point, and then let's go out like 20 blocks, I want to say. So roughly to this point, and then we get to go and take the very fun water ride all the way down. And of course, I do not want any Endermen, so we break all of these. Okay, sweet. Wow, that looks so cool. Now, I love circles as much as the next person, but if I'm being honest, I know they'll scare a lot of you. So for this one, I've seen this before, and I honestly love this design. Giant triangles. I mean, I probably should have doubled up on some areas to make it not so wide and stuff, but yeah. We ball. Yeah, no, sorry. I know you guys are very comfortable up here, you know, actually being alive for once, but yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, this is my triangle. Yeah, no, I'm not that generous. Or things that want to kill me, really? Okay. Oh, I'll give you that. That was a good shot. Okay, actually, as much as I love having you guys here, yeah, let's put down some lanterns. I'm sorry. Come on. Okay, you stayed on there? No. Yeah, no. Okay, I can't even land on here now. Oh my god, please. Thank you. Oh man, I'm running out of rockets. Like, please, yeah. Can you go? Thank you. Yeah, I need to put a lantern there. Thank you. And yeah, you gotta go as well. Oh, hey, I didn't even have to hit you. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. And then obviously, I love spicy white concrete as much as the next person, but however, we're definitely gonna go through and strip all of these. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, please put that in the video. Oh my gosh. Oh, I actually grabbed it. I accidentally pressed Q instead of pressing 1. Oh my gosh, I almost just lost my sword. Oh, holy. I honestly thought about it for like half a second. I didn't even think I was gonna reach it. I didn't even look at my Y level. I'm pretty positive I was near 0, so I almost died, and that sword was almost deleted. Wow, okay. Okay, other than having a super duper amount of fun. Okay, so we started at 55, we're now all the way up to 95, so we are 40 blocks tall in the front, and I think that should be good enough. The next thing is, God, it's gonna take a whole lot of math, but I kind of don't want to do math, if I'm being honest. Okay, so now what we get to do, because my idea with the towers, one, yes, they're gonna be hollow. I am not filling this up. And then with it all outlined, basically now I get to have the super fun time of stripping the logs as I go up and bringing up all of this. Oh boy. So it's been a little bit, and wow, would you look at how good this looks. So I'm hoping that it actually improves, because now my idea is every single layer will go up one block, and then it'll just cut across. So then it's going to be getting a lot and lot taller, and this is where the cool effect is going to be coming in, which I've never done this before, so I'm hoping on this a lot. Okay, and about 5 hours of self-loathing later, it's finally done. So a really fun thing that I found out while building the staircase to heaven, put down torches, is did you know that roughly 50 Endermen can fit on top of here, possibly more? I didn't really count them. So yeah, putting down torches helps out immensely. And I think everything here is roughly done because they're not supposed to be super detailed. It's supposed to be something like this that you just see in the distance where it just looks very daunting. And then right now it looks really awkward with just one over there. So yeah, definitely going to be doing the 3. Oh, I mean 2. As much as I'd love to build 3 more, I'm totally okay. Okay, so theoretically, this is actually supposed to line up with the portal. However, when building the circle, I actually think it's this block. So I don't know if I should just match it up with the portal or the other portal. I mean, since I built this one to this portal, I think it would be wise to do the same for this one and the one down there. I mean, also at the end of the day, it probably doesn't matter. So now we get to go all the way down 20 blocks. Okay, that's gonna take a century. So now I think from here it was 1, 2. I think this is the correct distance. I mean, there's no way I built it wrong. Wow, would you look at this beautiful cheese wedge coming along perfectly. Except it kind of reminded me, now that I'm seeing all the Endermen spawn and fall. Yeah, I didn't exactly finish this one. I completely forgot about a top design that I want to do that'll make this all spawn proof. And it's also incredibly annoying. So now what I need to do is go through, break out the top layer, like the 3rd block of every single thing for this. Then cut across and get rid of this layer entirely. Then we bring it back down. And perfect, we leave it just like this because I don't want to do any more. Then I gotta go around do the very fun job of bringing these down. Oh, don't kill me. I then make some slabs, go back to this. Then one way that we can kind of hide all of the lanterns is by putting down some slabs everywhere. And then what this will also do is make it entirely spawn proof. It's just a lot of work. Oh boy. Okay, so there we go. Now the design is actually done. You see, so like if you're above it, the line's really bad, but I kind of like the shadow work on this because I could just be going delirious, but I swear my life I see an eagle. Like at least when you're standing on the little ring over the portal, it kind of resembles like a bird of a sort, like maybe a phoenix. So it kind of just looks a lot more like a guardian to me in this sense. And then now with that done, I just have to recreate it over here. Oh boy. But at least in lighter news, we're almost done with this. Also, I swear there's nothing wrong with me, but for whatever reason, over time as I'm looking at sandstone, like the top of it, I swear it looks like cheese. So now I'm just imagining this entire area, like this entire build just made out of cheese. And then now I'm just starting to wonder like how much this would stink if this was actually in real life. I'm not going insane, I swear. Would you look at this beautiful thing that looks like a Roman Colosseum. Okay. But luckily we've already done this before, so woohoo, time to do this again. Did you know that this tower, same with that one over there, obviously, yeah, this is around 190,000 blocks, or as I like to say, a lot of pain. Please, Enderman, just be patient. You'll be gone soon. Now, I'm no historian, but I don't think those are happy sounds. Hey, here's a really easy way to get rid of every single Enderman that I've learned, is you fly away and then you come back to a clean tower. And then you already know it. Now we just go around and add in all the slabs. And there we go. I finished the 2nd tower. And now we just have to build this one more time. Oh, hey, look, I built it one more time. So very luckily, every single tower in here is now completely done. And believe it or not, we're actually almost done. Not really, I'm just trying to make myself feel better. There's still probably like 12 hours of building in this. However, speaking of 12 hours, now, I don't really want to use sandstone anymore because it's kind of all I've been using. So instead, we're going to be using a whole lot of birch wood. So you know how I built this really, really nice circle ring thing that's kind of broken over the portal. I actually really love this design probably the most out of everything that I built here. And I think over every single tower, having a giant birch wood ring right behind it, like near the top of it, would look really nice and make everything look a lot more heavenly, more alien, something like that. And then I need to build a bridgeway around these 3 towers, and roughly the circle would be about 238 blocks wide. I love building. Ta-da! So I made the circle 69 blocks wide. Stop laughing. And I think it looks pretty all right. Like if I had more time, I'd make this a lot more grand, and then probably add some kind of a design on the sides right here, just so everything isn't too flat. But I think I kind of got the point across with what this is supposed to be, and then maybe the bridge will actually improve the look a lot. But it's not the worst, you know. It works. It fills in the empty space pretty decently. So now I just have to build that 2 more times. So I outdo myself every single time. So I added all of the circles to all of the towers, and this is starting to look really incredible. Then I went through and I started adding in these random shapes, and I did this one first, so I really liked it. So then I made this like line for the center one, and then I made some squares for this one over here, or the Roblox logo, whichever one you want to take it as. But I'm really running out of time, so I really can't do anything else to add to them, except for making that bridge, which has to be around 236 blocks for the circle, and I have no idea how to add it or where to look for a starting point on it. So this should go well. Okay, so starting off, I think roughly here's the point that I'm gonna want for the bridges, and then I want to say about like here would be good to start it. Oh, cool. It's one of the slowest moving waters ever. Okay. Then we go 1, 2, 3. We got about 8, I want to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that took several tries, but the half ring is finally done. Luckily, don't need to do it over there because it's really not needed. And it was definitely the correct choice of doing this, because I like how it takes up more space and it's a little bit more busy, so it's not just so like empty. And then I know I don't have to. The bridge is totally fine with just being 1 block, but let's be real, it would look a lot better if I filled it in a little bit. So I think if I make myself suffer a little bit more and we just go around the entire bridge and add in some sandstone, this will make it look a lot nicer. And then after adding in all of the sandstone, let's go around and add in some more birch logs, because I hate myself. Also, this should make a very good layer look for the entire build. And then finally, we should be done with the bridges. I'm just hoping that this looks good. Wow, that actually looks crazy from down here. So finally, after wanting to do this for like 2 years, I think I've completely transformed the end. I finished up the bridges, and I think this is a pretty good look for them. And of course, there's a lot more I would love to do to this place, but I simply don't have the time for it. So yeah, that sucks. I would love to add some stuff that comes out of the top that leans over to the circle. I'd love to add in some glass work into this and some more walkways, but I'm still happy with everything that I built here. I don't think it's that bad. I think I did a fairly decent job. So I hope you all enjoyed my transformation of the end. Hopefully it inspires you guys. And thank you all so much for all the support on this series. I hope you're all enjoying it, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.